free indeed. There is a lie so old and so comfortable that most of us have never thought to question it, that law and grace are opposites, standing on either side of a great divide, with the cross as the bridge that finally lets us cross over from one to the other. Law, we assume, was God's first attempt, stern, exacting, cold. Grace was his second thought, the softer plan, the one that actually worked. But open the scriptures, and the story unravels. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord long before Sinai, Genesis 6:8. Abraham was reckoned righteous by faith centuries before the commandments were spoken from the mountain. And when Israel finally did stand at Sinai, it was not to earn deliverance. They were already free, already redeemed, already walking as a people God had carried out of Egypt on eagles' wings. The law came after the rescue, not as its price, but as its shape. This matters more than it might first appear. If law and grace were truly enemies, we would expect the New Testament to discard the Ten Commandments as relics of a failed experiment. Instead, we find them written on the heart, internalized, not erased. The same God who is infinitely merciful is also infinitely holy, and these are not two gods in tension, but one God whose character has never divided against itself. Perhaps the deepest confusion is about freedom itself. We tend to imagine freedom as the absence of restriction, the wide-open field where nothing tells us where to step. But watch a fish outside of water. It does not become more free when it leaves the river. It gasps, it thrashes, it dies. Its freedom was never the absence of boundaries. Its freedom was the water itself, the very environment for which it was made. A bird is not fighting against its wings when it flies. It is finally being what it was created to be. We are no different. We were not built for lawlessness any more than a fish was built for dry land. David understood this when he wrote, "I will walk at liberty, for I seek your precepts." Psalm 119:45. Notice the order. Liberty is found in the seeking, not despite it. Jesus said the same thing in different words. "If ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." John 8:31-32. The law, rightly understood, was never a cage built to keep us from joy. It is more like the river bank that gives the river its power, or the track that lets the train run rather than derail. It reveals who God is. It exposes what sin has done to us. And in doing both, it drives us, not away from grace, but straight into its arms. The law shows us the shape of the life we were made for. Grace is the power by which we are carried into it. At the very heart of that law stands a day. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. Exodus 28. Not a burden appended to grace, but a gift folded within it, a weekly rehearsal of the freedom for which we were made. So this Sabbath, rest not as one released from obligation, but as one restored to the water, the sky, the track, restored, at last, to what you were always meant to be. Happy Sabbath. Be a link in spreading the gospel by sharing this message with a friend.